Hello everyone and welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez and this is my weekly Moonday Oracle message, which is going to be a message of guidance and insight for the week ahead of November 7th, 2022 for the collective and all of those who find themselves here. So how these readings work is that I ordinarily do try to go live on Mondays or Moon Day. It's not every Monday, but it is as often as I possibly can to assist us all in giving us a generalized overview of the energy of the week and really what we all most need to know about that. This isn't an individualized personal reading for anybody who's tuning in, but again, it is an overview for all of those who find themselves here, as I do set the intention that those who are meant to receive this message do find themselves here watching this in divine timing. So that doesn't mean that if you are, if you can't catch it live, it doesn't apply to you. It means that whenever you find yourself here, even if it's the replay months from now, you are hearing this message exactly when it's going to impact you and resonate with you most, okay? So I do offer personalized individual readings as well as healing sessions. If you're interested, you can take a look at the services on my page. You can always shoot me a private message as well, and we can discuss the different options available for you. But again, this is going to be an overview for all of us, what we most need to know, because it gives us that added awareness. And awareness is power. So when we have that awareness, it allows us to really flow harmoniously or the best that we can in divine alignment versus kind of blindly swimming against the current and kind of getting tossed about, if you will. So it does really give us that extra insight and heads up as to how we can work with the energy. And I do this utilizing my own intuitive abilities as well as oracle cards. So just see some of you are popping in now. I did not announce that I was going live today, and I haven't been live for a couple of weeks. So, just giving it a few moments and letting people see that I'm here. So those of you that are tuning in right now, Sue and Laura and Dawn, the other Laura, welcome ladies. Thank you for being here. Maria, thank you so much for being here. I hope you are all having a blessed start to your week. Eleanor, welcome, goddess. I'm so happy you are able to see me live, Laura. I know our time differences are quite, vast. So I was just outside taking a picture of that beautiful moon. Oh my God. Oh, I haven't gotten to see it yet. But the weather here has been just amazing. So I hope that I get to get outside, which is why I popped in a little early today. To just kind of like unwind. It's been a very interesting day, and I have been incredibly busy today with things. Those of you who purchased 2023 readings, they are underway. I have begun, so just give me some, just be patient. I will be contacting each of you as I get closer to you. All right, so thank you all so much for those and purchasing those. They are closed down for now, but if I have some I do have a waiting list that if I do have time before the end of the year, because these are only estimates really as to how quickly I can get them to everyone, I will then start contacting the people on the waiting list if I do find that I have some time. Okay, I'm going to share this really quickly, so just bear with me one moment. Hi, Katrina. Welcome. Yes, Sue. Blessed full moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse. It's such a mouthful. One moment. Just going to share this. Okay. All right. I think I did that. Yes, I'm so happy to catch you here, Katrina. I know I don't often get to connect with you, love. All my Australian sisters here. Love it. All right. So, let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. So with that said, I usually go over news and announcements. I don't really have a lot to really add at this time. Although the one thing that I will say is when I don't get to go live here, the Cosmic Oracle private group that Karen and I run every single month, it is a really wonderful asset to be involved in, because if I don't get to go live here, We do post daily oracle messages every day throughout the entire month. So you hear what is going on, at least for that day, every single day, you know. And then on top of that, we share cosmic energy forecasts. And those energy forecasts, like pretty much, you know, I just shared the one for tomorrow's full blood moon lunar eclipse, and what that's really going to mean for us from an oracular perspective, not just what it means astrologically. But, you know, so I shared that, and that's really going to kind of lead into the entire energy of the week. So, you know, that in itself is there. Plus, on top of that, I go over every single major alignment that's coming up throughout the month. On top of that, Karen is a sound healing therapist. So she does create these little like sound clips of this symphony of whatever planetary alignments are happening that I'm discussing in the forecast, and it helps to bring us into a harmonious alignment. So it really does pay for itself. If you're interested, you can still join at a discounted rate since we are already almost 8 days in. You can join at a discounted rate for $25 for the rest of the month, and it is a month-to-month thing. So you're not locked in. You pay as you go every month. So then ordinarily for the month of December, it would start back up at $33 for the month. But if you're interested, just send me a message. I will get you the link and you can join in because, again, you're getting daily guidance and insight no matter what, as well as all the other stuff I just mentioned on top of that. So you might want to check that out. Another service that's coming that Karen and I are going to be sharing soon, we'll be opening it for the month of December as I'm a little bit booked up with the 2023 readings right now. But for the month of December, we're going to be launching spiritual coaching. So what that entails is for $55, a 30-minute session, and you can book a series of sessions, or you can book a one-time and just go from there and book as you go. We have a lot of clients and friends and sisters that are reaching out to us that maybe want a little bit of added insight into how to work with their energy, how to shield or protect their energy, how to, you know, interpret like information that's coming in, what they can do with certain challenges they're going through in their lives. So it's really a way to kind of, it's like a catch-all, if you will. So we sit down, have a 30-minute session, discuss what it is that you might be currently wanting to know more about, learn more of. It's really a coaching and a mentoring. And between Karen and myself, we both will be doing these sessions. And then we bring in oracle cards with that to also give you a reading as to whatever is going on to get the best possible information for you. So it's really customized and tailored to whatever it is that's going on. If you are someone that is interested in that and you would like to start booking your sessions, you can absolutely do that by reaching out to us, and we'll start getting things on the calendar, because these will be live Zoom calls with either myself or Karen. It won't be both of us. It would be one or the other. So it just really depends on which one of us is available, or, you know, which one you prefer to book with, whatever works. So something to think about. Again, $55. It will be for a 30-minute session. And if you book multiple sessions, then you would get a discount. But we always suggest, you know, maybe starting out with at least a series of 3 for, you know, on like a monthly basis. And then going from there and seeing, you know, if there's anything further that you need. So again, it assists with anything that you're wanting to have, you know, insight with, you know, maybe circumstances that you've been experiencing, maybe it's dreams, maybe it is, you know, shielding your energy, learning how to do that, learning different crystals that you can work with, you know, whatever it might be, it's a catch-all, really. So if you're interested, just send me a message and we will go from there. Okay. Hello, everybody that's popping in. Angela, Mom, good to see you here. Tracy, Allison, happy Moon Day. Oh, thank you, Laura. We appreciate you. Hey, Karen. Welcome, love. Thank you, Eleanor. We appreciate you as well. All right. So if you're interested in any of those things, just send me a message. I'm going to go ahead and get into things now so that we don't waste any more time. So first and foremost, we are just, if I can find, there we go, my Tinsha bells. Tomorrow, really quickly. I don't know when I'm going to be doing it, but I won't be live, but I will be recording a video to share a guided meditation, a brief one, to assist everybody with tomorrow's incoming lunar eclipse energies, as it is obviously already intense. I'm sure you feel it. and to assist with really kind of helping to stabilize and integrate the light codes that are actually coming in with that. So we'll be doing a guided meditation to help center and ground your energy, because that's going to be super important. I'll talk more about that. But then also I'm going to be sharing a light transmission with that to assist in that integration and the release and removal of those old karmic patternings and, the more denser programs, if you will, that you might be carrying that are preventing your transcendence. So that's really what this lunar eclipse is facilitating. So it's going to be quite big tomorrow with energies. Again, I'll talk more about that then. All right. Again, those of you in Cosmic Oracle, you probably already heard the forecast that was shared today about what we're going to be doing, or, what, you can expect with that. But hey, Heather, welcome, Goddess. So happy you could make it. All right. So we're going to come into sacred space. So what that means is that we are all sharing energy across space and time right now. To do this reading, just ask all of those of you that are connecting right now to just take a moment, to just detach, to just come back to self. Coming into the present moment, you can just close your eyes or you can keep them open, whatever works for you. And just take a nice cleansing breath in through your nose. And release, blowing the breath out of your mouth. Envisioning all chaotic excess energy just falling away or grounding out. Again, take another deep breath in. And release your breath, just feeling all tension in your body begin to melt away. Feeling your body begin to relax. Feeling your body start to be weighted and anchored into the ground beneath you. Again, another deep breath in. Filling yourself with renewed energy as you release all old energy not serving you, all stress, all worry. And drop your minds now down into your heart space. You can even take a moment to just place your hand on your heart. And just connecting with the here and now. Connecting with the love that you are. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right. Hey, Keisha. Welcome, Maria. Brenna, welcome. Raham, welcome. Thank you for being here, everyone. Perfect timing. All right. I did talk a little bit about some news and announcements, but you can catch them back on replay. All right. So with that said, I have decided, in lieu of this incredibly potent energy week, I've decided to work with the Mystique of Magdalene Oracle, and this is by one of my favorite Oracle card creators, my sister in light, Cheryl Yambrick Rose. So if you have not gotten this deck yet, anyone who is drawn to the path of the mystic, the priestess, the feminine, the way shower, the carriers of love, this is a beautifully well done deck that's not only so beautiful to look at through her artistic talents, but it is also it's like encoded sacred keys and wisdom that assist you on your journey. All right. So with that said, let's see what it is that comes forward for the collective this week of November 7th, 2022. Guidance comes forward for the collective. Ooh. This card, every time it comes out, there's two cards in this deck that I'm always like, can I go fish? Like, I want to get another one because I want more information on it, But this is none other than Mary Magdalene, the Magdalena herself. And it says, Magdal Eater, listen to elder wisdom. Okay. So it is a 28, which would break down to be, hi Laura, welcome lovely. It would break down to be a number 10. And the number 10 is the arrival. It is the culmination of all that you have worked for, that you have had to experience, endure, go through, and learn, and come to this place of arrival and achievement. And that means that it is time then to transform and transcend into the number 1 that 10 breaks down to be. So the 1 is the energy of the rebirth, of the new beginning. It's forward movement. It is manifestation and independence or interdependence and stepping out of the known. And so when we have that energy, it's showing us that we are leaving behind an old way of being, doing, living, experiences, connections, patterns, whatever it might be in your life, which is so in alignment with this blood moon lunar eclipse tomorrow, as we are experiencing a series. This is the 3rd of 3 eclipses, and we are experiencing these, I'm sorry, not 3rd of 3, it's the 2nd. We had the new moon with the Scorpio axis and the Taurus full moon eclipse tomorrow. So the Taurus and Scorpio axis are the exact polar opposites on the wheel of the zodiac. And so they're currently our collective north and south nodes as well. The south node is our karma. It is what it is that we're meant to learn, what we're meant to overcome here. So when it's currently in the sign of Scorpio, which is where we just had that partial solar eclipse, it was showing us that the theme around that eclipse was opening up a door to death, endings, and rebirth. But Scorpio is also one of the most transformative signs. It is not only the scorpion, but it is also the eagle, and then it transforms to its highest state, which is the phoenix. So it's all about alchemy and is known as the alchemist. And so it is about transcendence and learning to maneuver through and gracefully let go. It is the sign that most needs to learn the power of death and what that means in reinventing yourself and embodying higher awareness, higher consciousness, and a new plan each time, but taking with you the old. So we've got then the energy of Taurus, which is where we currently are experiencing tomorrow's full lunar eclipse, which will not happen again until 2025. And that is with Taurus, the North Node is where that currently is. The North Node is currently in Taurus. And that is our higher destiny, our dharma, or what we are meant to become here, what we are meant to embody here. So with it being in Taurus, you can see how it's impacting the energy of Taurus, which is all about our home life, our physical bodies, our self-worth, our self-love, finances, relationships, our connection to earth, and the physical presence and stability and all of that. So it's, and specifically family dynamics. But with the Scorpio likes to dive down deep. So we're still working with that 2-week period there. And tomorrow we will be wrapping up that eclipse energy just in time for the 11/11 portal this week. But it's showing us what is beneath the surface. And what I love about this card is that she's standing in front of a pomegranate tree. And the pomegranate is the fruit of the underworld. And so it's teaching us about diving down into the depths like Scorpio does, and pulling out the shadowy aspects or the hidden in the unconscious to be revealed. So with the light of day, which is Taurus and the physical connection now, you've got what was hidden becoming revealed. So there is some truths that are coming up. There are some divine wisdoms and information that is coming forward. And when it says listen to the elder wisdom, it's asking of us to take a step back this week, to really sit and connect with the silence, because that is when you hear the most powerful insight of what is meant for you. When eclipses occur, they are life-changing, and they are incredibly chaotic at times because there's so much being imploded to push us to transform and transcend. So it is happening for us. It's working its magic for us, to push us into the best possible aspects of ourselves, to the best possible timelines and potentiality for us. But in order to do that, we got to let things go. And kind of been talking about this all month of October, where it's that time of year where we are asked to really have this death of the old. And what has been coming up a lot lately that I've noticed is an ego death for many. And that's very significant with the journey of Venus. Those of you who follow my posts about Venus and Inanna, that is where she currently just moved from the underworld, where she herself underwent an egoic death to transcend and liberate. And so that's what we're all going through. So these old cycles and these old patterns, they have something to teach you. These challenges, these heartbreaking losses that you might be experiencing right now, they're all showing you something. They're teaching you something. They're asking you to transform in those areas. They're asking you to potentially look at yourself and the relationship with yourself, and maybe what you have, maybe, your own egoic patterns or shadows that you have been programmed or imprinted with, maybe some karmic or sirens going off right now. So I don't know if you can hear that or not. But to me, that's just, again, it speaks to the noise that we might be experiencing over this coming week. And that's why it's so, so important for us to really ground our energy, really spend some time in silence, disconnect from a lot of electromagnetic frequencies like social media, electronic devices, and really come back to nature, to come back to self, and really listen to what you're being asked to learn, what you're being asked to receive, and what you're being guided to now embody or carry forward, because this energy is absolutely carrying us forward into the next versions of ourselves, into the next chapters of our lives, and what is truly divinely meant for us. Now, it's also conjunct planet Uranus. And Uranus is the awakener. It is like the shaking of your foundation. So again, this week might be a little bit topsy-turvy if you haven't already been doing the work, if you have been resisting change anywhere, and that's what listen to the elder wisdom. That's the message. This is the elder wisdom coming through for us to listen to, on top of whatever you might be receiving this week through what is being asked to be let go of. Anywhere you might have been resisting, you might have a bit of a difficult time then, because, you're not allowing yourself to be moved with the flow of these planetary and cosmic alignments that are happening for us all. If you've already been doing some of the work and you've been seeing the signs, you've been seeing the patterns, and you have been detaching from those old cycles that no longer serve you, anywhere that, again, like I said, specifically, circumstances regarding relationships and regarding like your power, your self-worth, your boundaries, respect. And now this could also be you that was not respecting your boundaries, not owning or honoring what you are truly worthy of, not seeing your divine potential. So all of these things are being highlighted at this time for you to stop and really reflect on, and then do the essential work or take the necessary steps towards detaching from what it is that does not align with you and with your honor, with your divine sovereignty. Anywhere that you have been giving away your power, depleting your life force energy, this is what you're being asked to really truly reflect on. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that all of these things have to be, if it's people in your lives, or let's say jobs, etc. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to break away from them, but it absolutely means that there is a death of the old that must happen to transcend in order for that transformation to occur. That the only way that things can evolve is through a letting go of the old way of doing it, the old way of being. And so instead, this is allowing for almost like a reprogramming, a restructuring, to reset us to look at things with new eyes. And I see that coming forward really big this week, as far as eyes being opened to perceptions, deceptions, circumstances that weren't available to you before, or that you just weren't in a space to see. This lunar eclipse is going to make sure you see exactly what it is that you need to see. You just have to take the time out to stop and really observe, and do that from a place within your heart. I also just want to let everybody know that because of the chaotic energy that comes up with eclipses, we're being asked to take the higher road, to step up to the higher octave, to not do things the way they ordinarily would, but to take a step back and to really act and maybe even just pause and maybe connect through a space of love instead of maybe the way that you ordinarily would, because that's also the key to that transformation. So when we can step back, it's like it's transforming you, because you are not behaving, responding, reacting in a way that maybe your ego would have said to do so before, even if you felt done wrong in some way. Yes, we can invoke our boundaries, but we don't necessarily have to do those in a harsh way that contributes to more of the old. So it's helping us to take a step back and really reflect and reevaluate every single thing that we do and see it from a higher perspective versus the ordinarily traditional or programmed karmic patterning or even societal conditioned way of doing or being. All right. So there is information available to us all this week. Just step back and take some time out to hear it, to receive it, to see it. And, watching our words is going to be really important as well, because we are speaking our reality into existence. And also we are creating more of, any karmic connections when we are communicating. So just be mindful of what you're creating. And know that not everybody is able to handle these energies. If you are sensitive, or if you're just, part of the masses that does not have an awareness of spirituality and the cosmos and all these things that are going on, these people they're just kind of getting swept up in the current, and some of them are struggling against it. So just have that compassion, forgiveness, boundaries, obviously. And this is a great opportunity with this eclipse and moving forward as to where your boundaries do need to be reestablished, where they do need to be reinforced. But again, we can always do so through the heart and through the eyes of love. All right. So that is some of our elder wisdom coming forward from Magdalene this week. I do hope that all of you enjoyed this message. I do appreciate all of you being here with me, even though I haven't been here for 2 weeks. I greatly appreciate that. I did pull the mudra for the week. I haven't posted it yet. I'm going to do that next. But I will tell you, it is inner listening, and it is the Shunya mudra. So inner listening goes right on with listening to the elder wisdom that is available to us, that wants to come to us this week. So this mudra, doing that while taking some time out to connect, to meditate, to sit outside in sacred silence, this is going to greatly facilitate the ability to hear the wisdom coming through for you. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to quick check out these comments really quickly just because I appreciate all of you sharing them. Hi, David. Welcome and thank you for being here. Jen, welcome. Thank you. Ashley, hello. Alexandria, welcome. Oh, hello, Maria. Happy Moon Day to you. My North Node is in Taurus as well. Oh, then girl, doubly so for you. Also, thank you for saying that, because it really made me just come back to awareness that if you have access to your birth charts, your natal charts, it's a good idea to take a look at where Taurus is in your chart, like what planets are there, but also more importantly, what house Taurus is in. Because, like, for example, me, it's my 4th house, so that would be home and family. So that would show you where this eclipse energy is trying to create some alchemy and where there's some transformation that's going to be occurring. It's not solely there that you're going to probably be impacted by it, but for the most part, that is, like I said, the bulk of it. So maybe check that out for those of you who have access to that. Okay. Laura says, wow, I feel all of this. It's been super intense, definitely an ego death for me. Yeah, and for us all, love. And that's part of, I think that's part of the biggest part of the healing and the transcendence is recognizing that we all come from space of ego. You know, there are behaviors, patterns, programs, mindsets, beliefs, consciousness that we are carrying these egos. And I don't mean it in like the ordinary sense of ego. I mean, it comes from this space of, you know, more of the third dimensional awareness and consciousness and wounding and patterning. No, not a coincidence with the sirens. Not at all. You know, I don't like to make projections because there's so much subject to change, but it's not a coincidence also that in the U.S. we are having our elections. I think it's, I don't know the exact term of it, but it's, you know, the political elections and stuff that's going on. So it definitely makes me feel like tomorrow. So it definitely makes me feel like there is going to be, there's a great facilitation of a shift in those sort of areas as well. So again, things can appear on the surface a little topsy-turvy energetically. Protect your energy, everyone. Ground your energy. Again, do what you need to do for you to keep connected. But again, this is all happening, again, shifting us into a higher way of being. I even know what's going on and I'm getting swept up and I forget too. Yeah, it's constant reminders and we are all constant works in progress. Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. Thank you for being here. Karen, thank you for being here. You're welcome, everyone. So empowering. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome, sweetheart. All right. Hi, Amanda. I just wrapped up the reading, but you can catch it back on replay. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. And don't forget to check out the mudra that I'll be posting shortly. Take care. Have a blessed week.